being capable of changing the world. We really do exist to ignite young minds and make them the torchbearers of tomorrow. For a better future. For the legacy of everyone who's left us. For the hope of everyone who's yet to come, and for the growth of everyone who walks this beautiful planet. We invite you to join our world-class educational team and platform with an altruistic dedication to creating the future. The change is so big that it would potentially impact millions across the world. Millions of children and youth around the world cannot wait any longer. Please join us in our effort to create the virtual learning generation of IIU. We're IIU, we're change. Welcome to our world, a new tomorrow.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all the respected dignitaries, dignified speakers, colleagues, and all the participants joining us here today. I welcome to this International Sustainable Development Goals Conference 2021, organized by the one and only the International Internship University. I am Prachi Oberoi, the moderator of today's event, and thereby I welcome you all to this grand conference. Well, to start this event, we pray to Lord Ganesha to make this event a great success, and we ask for his blessings so that not only this event, but we all accomplish our goals in our respective lives. So let's learn together, gather our strengths together, and let's pray together. Can we play the video, please? What a pious start to the event it was, definitely. And I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to have been given this grand opportunity to moderate this event and be a part of this historic International Sustainable Development Goals Conference. So before anything else, I want to welcome our Sustainable Development Goal Committee members, trustee of IIU, co-founders of IIU, and our highly experienced speakers, and finally, our loving audience and all the participants. We all know about IIU, but do you all know who all are religiously working behind making this vision and mission of bringing it this new era of education? Let me take the stage to introduce them to you all. Firstly, we have the SDG committee members, Dr. Piyush Pandit, co-founder and COO of International Internship University, Mrs. Roshni Lal, trustee, IIU and Swarna Bharat Parivar, Dr. Prachi Gaur, country director and president, Training and Development India, IIU, Dr. Nada Radkovic from Croatia, Dr. Pratibha Mishra from India, Dr. Satnam Doishikar, co-founder of IIU UK, Rabia Bhatia from India, Ms. Mona Angia, co-founder IIU Indonesia, Snigdha Kadam India, Ruchi from India. We also have Ms. Mona Angia, as I said, co-founder from Indonesia, Dr. Satnam Doishikar, co-founder of IIU UK, Vice President of Honorary Degree Council, Dr. Piyush Pandit, co-founder Council and Chief Operating Officer of India, Mr. Jack William, co-founder and Director of Humanity Affairs, Paris, France, Nadal Nabil, co-founder, Northeast Africa, Stephen B., Australian co-founder of IIU. We have President's Council, Dr. Pratibha Mishra, President, International Advisory Council of IIU India, Dr. Satnam, Vice President, Honorary Degrees Council, UK, Dr. Piyush Pandit, co-founder, India, Mr. Jack William, co-founder, Paris, France. We also have the Advisory Council, Mrs. Roshni Lal, lifetime trustee of Swarna Bharat Parivar Global, social activist, member of Australian Medical Board, Dr. Paran Samani, independent academic scholar, UK, Dr. Shali Mukherjee, Director of Education and Dean Students Affairs at Damas University, India, Dr. Pratibha Mishra, President, International Advisory Council of IIU India, Indrajit Ghosh, social studies teacher from India, Arup K. Mukhopadhyay, UNEQUALITIES Group of Schools, Imphal, India, Dr. Shankar Goenka, Chief Architect and Managing Director, India, Dr. Vijay Kumar S. Shah, Country Head Advisory Board, IIU India, Dr. Tipe P. Shashi Kumar, India. I would like to ask you all how you are feeling today. Excited to learn, to share, and to grow, right? Even I am very excited, and with the same enthusiasm, I would like to talk a little more about IIU, the International Internship University. So IIU is building a better and brighter future for all young learners and is committed to provide better and virtual education to all young learners of the globe. IIU is metamorphosing the conventional education system by cutting down the additional costs and providing access to more than 10,000 courses and internships to their e-learners across 195 countries and 6 continents throughout the year, with over 150 offices around the world. International Internship Universities united in our commitment to provide exclusively free education to all the children and to the youth of this world under the Global Hub. IIU has been accredited and affiliated with the World Education Organization, WEO, and collaborated with all the world's top universities and educational institutions through the platform of Massive Open Online Courses, MOOC. IIU is providing various certificates, diploma, graduation, post-graduation diploma, post-graduation courses, and honorary doctorates. IIU has received many accreditations as per international standards for their innovation, vision, creative ideas, research, white papers, publication, as well as national patents. Now, talking about the talk of the whole event today, SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. So I want to throw some light on them. Sustainable development is the development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Thus, IIU invited all the interested stakeholders, innovative SDG leaders, schools, colleges, universities, organizations, government and non-government organizations for goal-wise deliverables. Today, we will be witnessing the plethora of ideas and knowledge delivered in 5 languages by 500 plus experienced speakers, change makers, and will become a part of this historic conference showcasing the sustainable development goals aligned with the 5 pillars. By the end, I'm sure that we all will have many new competencies and tactics that we can put into action right away. One such conference, and indeed a boon to our society, is given by the collaborative efforts of the co-founders of IIU and definitely Dr. Piyush Pandit. Now, the motive we all are gathered for are keynote speakers who will be sharing their ideas, views, techniques, ventures, and much more. I would like to give introductions of highly experienced speakers now, and then we would be calling upon them for for sharing their wisdom and insights with all of us. So, firstly, we have Dr. Rajni Garg. She is from India. She has 15 plus years experience as an educator, mentor, and healer. She is a PhD, MCom, and BEd, and she is CIDTT principal, the Plenum School. She is certified in IB Business and Management Examiner, Cambridge Business School Studies Assessment Specialist, facilitated at the Teachers' Day 2019 by the International Hospitality Council London in collaboration with IIHM Delhi for teaching par excellence. Much more to tell about her. She has a great parenting skills to raise responsible, mature children. She has understanding in the learning disabilities in the classroom, effective utilization of digital tools for teaching, presentation, assessment, and virtual labs. Fun and effective way of work with basic computer skills. So I guess she will be joining us pretty soon, and I'm so excited to hear from her. And as she joins, we wish to go further with the program and introducing to the next speaker of the day, Miss Nikita Kothari from India. She's an MSc, BSc, MEd, PGD, MM, LTCL, school and junior college principal of Arunadya Public School. Mrs. Nikita Kothari is an academician with over 2 decades in academia, having been involved at all levels, high school, middle school, higher secondary, and teacher training involved at both at ECCED and BEd. She has received with many awards for teachers, principals from the various esteemed institutions. So similarly, we would be looking forward to her words as well. And as she joins her, we await for all the speakers, and I personally am very excited to hear from them, to know their insights, and to see what we can, gather upon. Because regardless of the age age group we all belong to, it's all a learning process. And today also we have all gathered here for yet another learning opportunity that we have all got through the platform of IIU. So with this, I would like to introduce Mr. Jitesh Khanna from India. So he's a BA in English honors. He's an entrepreneur, philanthropist, multi-awardee, leader, mentor, motivator, speaker, writer, social activist. And he is associated with Cyprus Thumb Promoters and Developers Private Limited. I'm so excited to hear you. So over to you, sir, Mr. Jitesh Khanna.
So thank you so much, Anna. So let's keep it a bit crisp and short so that this SDG 10 basically aims at ensuring equal opportunities in terms of by eliminating discriminatory laws, policies, and practices. So thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to speak on this, because this is currently the problem that has been happening around the world. Now, if you see the data, 10% of the people in the world control most of the wealth, and rest of the world is just trying to make the ends meet, especially during the pandemic. Now, if you see during the pandemic, everybody got affected, but the primary group that got affected badly was women and children. So, you have to understand that when we have such kind of inequalities, they create a sense of uh, not belonging, a sense of inequality, a sense where an individual feels that he doesn't belong to the society. Now that leads to mental health issues, that leads to other challenges, and that also reduces self-motivation, self-belief, and which further leads to lack of pursuit of education. People stop pursuing education because of not believing in their own self, or even if they pursue education, it doesn't go for a longer time. So because I'm starting about it, I wanted to highlight on it why this is one of the single evil that can be taken care of, the inequality. So if you see further data, you'll see that there's certain handful of countries which control all the technological patents in the world. Even in healthcare and medication, there are certain countries who have an edge over other countries. These countries which don't have an edge over healthcare have to pay an extra amount of money for patents, for technology transfer and stuff like that. That is there. So why I said that 10% of the people control the world, because we need to have equal distribution of the wealth. Now see, this discrimination doesn't only happen in wealth. This happens in age, it happens in gender, it happens in sexuality. There's a lot of, though I am a straight man, but I have been associated with a lot of people who are fighting for people, transgenders and LGBTs and stuff. And there's a lot of discrimination and strict laws against them, which need to be taken care of. India has taken wonderful steps in that. There is discrimination with religion, which is the greatest evil right now. And then there is discrimination about race, which is the greatest one. So if you remember in the 50s, Rosa Parks, that wonderful lady in the Montgomery bus incident, she sat on a bus and those seats were reserved for white people, and she didn't get up. She refused to get up. And she started that movement. I think she was, I believe she was the mother of all revolutionaries. How Mahatma Gandhi in Africa fought against apartheid, or how Mr. Mandela, unfortunately we call him Madiba, he fought all his life for racial discrimination. And when in power, he didn't do any discrimination, rather he treated everyone equally. So the racial discrimination is one of the greatest evils that happens to, furthermore, to reduce inequality, it is important because everyone deserves the same chance. Because like I said in my earlier sessions, I am a firm believer that we are all one tribe. This world, the boundaries were created by men, but in essence, we are all one tribe. We might have different colors and different features and different languages, but in essence, we all have the same soul. We created by the same power. And because of the inequality, there is lack of good education. Because there is lack of good education, there's a lack of work. Because there is a lack of work, there is economic disparity. There's a lot of, I think a lot of evil, like crime, like all sorts of mental health issues, they all stem out of economic disparity. The first and the foremost thing that we can do is to adopt a legislation that protects the right of all, regardless of their sex, their race, their ethnicity. This legislation has to be a worldwide legislation. Second, the foremost thing that I believe, since IIU is one of the most wonderful platforms to come to, a platform which talks about equality I think is the best platform one can come to. We should get rid of this whole idea of having Ivy Leagues and then regular colleges, because a handful of children go to Ivy Leagues, and Ivy Leagues have the best resources. They have the best entrepreneurship development programs. If there can be a democratization of education, where education should be available to each and every person in the equal amount and the equal capacity and the equal quality, I think that is something that needs to be taken care of. I think the government should focus on that rather than having elitism in education. I remember when I was young, I would see a lot of people talking highly about how they went to such and such university and they went to such and such foreign university and big university and stuff. And when they would ask me about me, I would say I'm a very ordinary man. And I think my power lies in being an ordinary person. The kind of things an ordinary person can do, special people can't do. So this disparity in education should really go. Then there should be economic inclusion, where you should enable people with disabilities to fully contribute to society. I have been talking endlessly about women and children's rights. Even when wars happen or refugee crises happen, people who suffer the most are women and children. And they are the ones who would bear the brunt of all the economic social changes. So how we can have laws which reduce discrimination at workplaces? I would rather say that there should be more women CEOs than men CEOs. Like in my last session, I said something very controversial, said they are far more honest in work than most male counterparts. They are far more good at decision making. They are far more good at asking for help if they need. There's no ego. And they are far quicker at learning things. The learning curve is far better in terms of women entrepreneurship. I also want that we should raise our voices. And how do you start? See, it's the power of a single man. Mandela was a single man. Rosa Parks was a single lady. Malala was a single little girl who was shot for taking education, and how she became a force for girl child education. So a single person can create a change in the entire world. That is the power of being one person who stands up. So one person with determination is like an army. So, we should ensure that we should raise our voice in ensuring the developing countries are better represented in the global decision making. There should not be a secondary, thirdary, or primary thing. And the solution should be that comes out would be very credible and effective. So these are certain things I want to talk about. Personally, I've been talking about this issue everywhere. Wherever I go, I fight for women's rights, children's rights, especially children's rights. As a child, I also was subjected to a lot of discrimination. And I think sometimes we suffer to understand the sufferings of others. Our sufferings have meaning. So that is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to kickstart this with a very healthy and a simple note that if your neighbor's house is burning, soon the flames will reach your house. So there is a sense of urgency. We need to fight. I'm fighting for Asian countries, my subcontinent, Africa, or any remote part of the world, I'm fighting for my own self. Ultimately, this revolution will come down to my own life itself. So thank you so much. This was my take on SDG 10. I wanted to keep it very short, crisp, simple, so that even a layman sitting here can understand why we need to fight against discrimination. And we can start from cherishing women and children in our own house by ensuring that we make an extra effort to give better education to our children, by raising our voices, and at the same time, giving a very, I think, cherishing the women in our family, because I feel they are the biggest behind the scenes contributor to any society or family. So for me, the take is women, children, no sexual discrimination, no racial discrimination, no gender-based discrimination, nothing. Let's create a world which is one tribe, which is far better than what we had received. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jitesh. It was lovely hearing you, and great insights on this particular SDG 10 to reduce the inequalities. And as correctly mentioned by you, that inequality, any discrimination or prejudice on any ground is incorrect. And I really like that one line that you said, that if the neighbor's house is burning, flames will reach you as well. And that is why I always believe that people should understand that if we are doing something incorrect, or we are catering certain type of inequality to the other person, we will definitely be affected by the same. And that is what the world is all about. How we all are interdependable, and an incorrect or wrong thing on the other can affect us as well. So thank you, great insights. And I'm so looking forward to such great speeches in this whole event. And the next speaker is yet again a very estimable personality, Dr. Madhavi Bors from India. She is a graduate. She is an educationist, author, and international speaker. She is edutainment, spoken English, and smart classes. She is associated with the same. And I'm so looking forward to hearing from you. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Prachi, and everyone. Well, greeting everyone, and feeling really gratified that I'm also part of this. And absolutely, well, Jitesh sir has already told in an amazing manner. He has already defined a lot, and I believe a lot of complete definition and the complete solution we will get over here. But for me, I always come up with the general talks, always most of the general talk. So again, today, again, I have some of the general issues which starts from us only. So the major example of social inequality include income gap, gender inequality, healthcare. Some individual receive better and more professional care compared to others. They are also expected to pay more for this service, their services. So here we are, like reduces inequalities between any gender, as we have even talked about here, that it's not about male, female, children, age gap, or we could say any, like we are talking about the bisexual, gays, lesbians, transgender, doesn't matter at all, because we all are human beings. And we all are created by, we all are created by the creator. So now we like, who are we to judge it? Who are we to discriminate it? So let's not discriminate, like better. I could even like say, like right now on this era, including us, like there is a lot of gender discrimination came when there's a time like people are not understanding the concept of equality. Moreover, the word is coming with the women empowerment, and we could say the very much tagline of feminist. So here we are like, let's not like, when it comes to equality, so let's talk about equality. Let's talk to empower each other. Let's not be come up with a word like kind of feminisms and all. I believe that there's everywhere there's a lot of discrimination, pain. If we talk about like here we are listening that lots of females has to like in Asian countries especially, they couldn't go for the job, they can't do what they want, they don't have independency. But when we are talking about Asian countries, 80% of guys, when it comes to fathers, husband, brother, they are earning and six people are eating and having and enjoying. So here we are the one also, we have to take the responsibility, because there's this like we are fighting for everything, we are arguing for everything. So why not we are arguing for this, that okay, let's do it together, we want to support you, let's take in other way, instead of making a discrimination, making a differentiation that I'm a woman, you are a man, or he is a gay, or he is like that they are transgender or something. Let's talk, we are human, we have a total right and same right, being a human being on earth. We all the like creator has made us with the same body, blood and everything. When it comes to, about talking about blood donation, that time we never asked that is the person was a transgender, is the person, what was the caste of that person, what was the religion of that person. So when then that the time of the blood donation, we are not asking. So why it's like important to ask the caste, religion and humanity, means we are not thinking about. When people talk to me that what's your caste, what's your religion, I always go with humanism. Humanity is my one of the caste and what religion, when I believe, because creator has created us like one, whosoever come in this world, like so everybody has said there's only one God, one almighty, one creator. So we don't actually know the name, we really don't know the shape, nothing, we just know, we can feel it. And I always say that if we don't want, let's not pray the God, it's okay, but he made us human being, let's pray humanity. Let's take the respect of the body of human which we have got. As a poet, I have checked one poem and I really liked it. I really want to speak for the 2 minutes. What can one say when inequality lives against her every day? On Oxfam once said, 62 richest people, we could say, own half on the wealth, while the poor lay dying and can't even afford help. Come on, world, don't think this is so cool, when inequality among mental lives in our school. What are we teaching our young ones today? Telling them things like inequality is okay? How can the rich get richest and not help their sister or brother? Getting jobs the poor cannot even measure. Spending crazy on items they don't treasure, just for fun, fame, and pleasure. While the broke one sits around fighting at some of the, we could say, lane, and hugs, shake hands, food, and whatever. Anything to feel worthy, smart, or clever. So that one day their dreams too they can and we are just like anyone else that pay to can hear. But in this case, inequality doesn't matter. Yes, anyone that enter this country can be get changed to and we could say arrest in any country we are talking by asking our leaders questions like who is actually racist and the best. So what I believe, let's on this COVID, I think God really, our Almighty Creator, really wants us to be together. No discrimination, nothing. And that's the reason, Prachi, like I could say, like you are a youngest one here, being a child, being a female, being a male, or everyone is here in one single platform. And that's the one of the greatest example of equality, where we are together, we are getting same respect, same love, same equal behavior. And I believe that there was no COVID, so we couldn't have made like this together. We couldn't have became in one, we couldn't, being mixed up and talk to each other in one platform. We wouldn't have understood each other. So I really want that. And I really feel that Creator also want that no more discrimination, no more determination. Let's be equal together. And that's the reason here we all are together and he's making the way. So let's make us together, all the human beings. Otherwise, Creator will make it so. So thank you so much. Have a great time. And once again, feeling gratified and extremely like eternally gratitude from my side, Piyush Pandit sir, Nada ma'am, and I could say IIU. And especially Prachi, you are really going awesome. Keep it up. Thanks a lot, all the dignitaries.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you for the lovely compliments. And definitely, I loved your speech. And the crux was that, beyond everything, everything and anything, humanity is the one we should all preach and we should all work upon. It's not about what gender we belong to, what religion we belong to, which caste we belong to. It's all about that. The bottom line is that we all are human beings and our religion is mankind. And that is why, and if we all inculcate that feeling in ourselves that, and understand the fact that we actually belong to one religion, one world. If God did not and discriminate between us, then who are we to do so? So if we understand that, then I guess and like IIU itself is trying to make education available to almost every kind of child and almost every kind of being. So if we make collective efforts, then definitely at one point we all will achieve a world where the word itself, inequality, would be missing. So moving ahead, we have yet another great speaker with us, and going to another country now. Two speakers from India. Now it's time for us to visit another continent, Africa. And now we have Sefiu Taiwo Olurintoin from Nigeria. The person is BTech, MSc, and an education ambassador for IIU, International Internship University. So looking forward to hearing from you. Over to you. There's a slight network issue from your side, sir. Can the technical team please look over the same and text the speaker on the personal note?
Dear Prachi, so sorry, he has network problems. All our speakers from Nigeria have network problems. That we can call him again later because we don't hear nothing.
Yeah, exactly. You can please connect to him on the personal note so that we can go ahead. See, that is what the thing you're talking about, that even the net does not, discriminate with anyone. Network issues can happen everywhere and anywhere. So that is the pros and cons of the online world. And we'll surely try to connect with Sir pretty soon. And so moving ahead, let's invite the next speaker for the day. And that is yet again, we have a person from Asian continent and a very dear neighboring country of ours for India. So Jhaku Prasad Gharti from Nepal. So the person is an MEd and senior ESL teacher in Little Angel School, Gauri Dang. So looking forward to your insights on the Sustainable Development Goal 10.
Thank you so much for inviting me here. I'm really glad to be here with you. And I would like to greet all of the distinguished hosts, moderators, and co-hosts, and then all the valued participants. I'm Gharti Zaku from Nepal, and I have been working here in school, and I have been teaching English language. I'm also a blogger. Thank you so much. And yes, sustainable development goal is one of the most widely accepted and today's demand. This is a demand for today. All of us have sustainability in education. Without education, no society, no personal mind, and no can be expected, because whatever we observe that a civilized society or not civilized society in any part of the world, if the country of the society is highly educated, then obviously the charm and then everything there looks fine, and it's a completely new and unique. Therefore, the first thing we have to change is to how can we adopt sustainability in education. And still there are millions of students who are deprived of education, and they have no any education opportunities any part of the anywhere, and they have become vulnerable in the society. And especially the criminal rate is very high where there is no education. They are easily persuaded, they are easily victimized, and they have been really literally suffered from various problems. Therefore, I think the most important thing is to make sustainability in education, how to proceed our agenda, how can we make all the people globalize, and how can we establish that type of sustainable development in the world. And this is my first meeting, and as a speaker, some days ago, I think some months ago I had joined, but now as a speaker, this is the first one. And then the International Internship University is doing an exceptional work for bringing positivity in people and I have seen so many valued participants, so long, so talented, and really long people all over the world, and who have been engaged here, and they are sharing their common ideas. As I was prepared, as I had prepared about that is climate change, but when I enter the room, when I enter the meeting, I saw that most of other speakers are talking about like education. So I'm not well. I was not well prepared about education, but I am telling you that education is a key aspect of opening our golden opportunity, and education personally has lots of chances to get opportunities everywhere. So I'm so thankful to all of you. And at last, I would like to convey such a great message from Nepal that it is also your responsibility to help us in education as well, because especially Nepalese have lots of problems in terms of education, and especially I have even many people aren't so extroverted, not open-minded, and they haven't been participating in other international conferences. So I'm the first one who is motivating all the people, and I have also recommended to many students, my co-teachers, and some of my colleagues, so that you can see some of Nepalese participants in this conference as well. I have invited them, and so this is we are in the beginning stage of the education revolution. So if we move ahead in this way, and if we have determination, if we have commitment, definitely we shall do lots of for our Nepal and all of us. So I think I will recommend more and more people, so that all of them can approach the meeting and they can really broaden their mind. Because when we enter the room, when we join such type of seminars, such type of programs, definitely we can expand our mind and knowledge as well, which is far better than reading books. Because here we are gathered who are really learned, who are very talented, especially Indian and then other Asian, European, American, all the people are so talented and they are genuine, they are very helpful. I've seen so many cordial friends in this team as well. When I ask them any help, they are ready to help me, and some of very kind people sent me emails so that I got about the information about the program, and so I'm here. I'm really glad I have been following all the IIU team and all the members and all the felicitated members. And thank you so much. It might be so long, and I would like to conclude and give golden opportunity to other valued speakers to talk about their ideas. Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you. And namaste from Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was lovely hearing you again, and you know, the short, the crispy, in such a way that you presented your insights about the SDG 10. It was indeed very enlightening and resourceful for all of us. And I guess Sir Tewu's network is better now, I guess. They just mentioned in the chat section. So can we hear from you, sir? We're so looking forward to. So we are not yet able to hear you. Dr. Nada, could you please help me with the same?
Yes, Prachi, I will help you, but I see that really a problem. Maybe my suggestion is next. Please, Professor all around town, could you make a video and then we will put it at the end. You say what you want and make a record on the video, please, because we will try again, but I'm afraid that we don't have a success with that. Please, can you make a video? Say what you want to say to us here today.
Yes, so we would love. We don't want to miss on the opportunity to hear.
Yes. We really want. We really were happy to hear him here, but if we can't, I think that this is the best option.
Yes, indeed it is. So any other speaker, if you think that your network wouldn't be great, you can contact Dr. Nada and you can share your video. We would love to hear from you. So moving ahead with the program flow, we would like to invite the next speaker of the day, Ms. Christina Vukušić.
Can I help you? Can I help you, Prachi?
Sure.
In the morning, I and Prachi were talking about the spelling. She knows to say that, Prachi. Okay, Christina Vukušić Popov from Croatia. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Dada.
You hear me all?
Thank you.
Do you hear me, Nada?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice to see you all. Thank you for being here today. I will show you my presentation. I will share my screen now.
Please, can you your camera? We see half of your head. Yes, that's much better. Please.
Do you see my screen now?
Yes, it is clearly visible.
Yes.
Okay. My topic is about reduced inequalities. As you know, sustainable goal number 10 has got 10 targets. Above them are reduced income inequalities. Also, this goal wants to promote universal social political inclusion, then adopt fiscal social policies that promote equality, wants to encourage development in less developed countries, and so on. Today, I'm going to speak about gender equality in European Union. European Union has got 27 state members because last year United Kingdom exited the European Union. But these results are made in 2018. So there is no big change in this year. This year research is not still on the internet. So this gender equality index is a tool for measuring the progresses of gender equality in the European Union. It's developed by European Institute by Gender Equality and shows areas that need to be improved. This index makes researches in 6 core domains, that is work, money, knowledge, time, power, and health, and 2 additional domains, that is violence against women and intersecting inequalities. So these are the results for 2019, and they are not so good because this index shows that in European Union there is really a big gender inequality because the most differences between genders are in the field of power. All power are in the hands of men, and the best results are in the field of health. That means that women and men have got the same conditions and same approach to health care. Results in knowledge are also not so good because women are having less possibilities to improve their careers, lifelong learning, and tertiary knowledge. This table shows that in the field of these 6 core domains, there are not so big improvements. The big improvement is in the field of power, because the European Union wants to include women in politics and decision making in all fields, in states, parliaments, and private companies. These are the results of gender equality in the European Union. As I said, the best result here is in Sweden.
Oh my God, my line is not clear. My line is not clear.
And the worst result in this total index is in Greece. In the field of work, this domain measures the extent to which women and men can benefit from equal access to employment, gender segregation, and quality of work. The best results are in Sweden, and the worst are in Italy. In the field of money, this domain measures gender inequality in access to financial resources and economic situation. The best state for women are in Luxembourg and Belgium. The worst are in Romania and Bulgaria. Also, money and financial resources are the best for women and in Luxembourg and Belgium, the worst in Bulgaria and Romania. Our Croatia is always at the near the bottom, not the worst. Also, economic relation between men and women are equal in Slovakia, and big differences are in Litva and Lithuania. The knowledge field measures gender inequalities in education and entertainment, participation in education and long life courses. And the best situation for women is in Sweden, Denmark and Belgium, and the worst is in Romania, Croatia, and Lithuania. Here about knowledge attainment and participation in knowledge. The best results are in Luxembourg, Netherlands, Finland, Sweden. The worst also in Croatia, Italy, Bulgaria, and Romania. Knowledge and segregation scores between genders are the less in Belgium, Sweden, and Malta, and worse in Croatia, Cyprus, and Lithuania. Time is a domain that measures gender inequality in allocation of time spent doing care and domestic work and social activities. In Sweden, men and women do housekeeping, do care about parents and older persons equally, but not in Greece and Bulgaria. There is such big difference. So that means that women in Bulgaria are holding 3 corners of the house. About the power, this domain measures gender equality in decision making in political, economic, and social spheres, And this Sweden, France, and Finland includes the most women in these decisions, but the Czechia, Greece, and Hungary are not so good in that field. In healthcare, the best healthcare
Christina, sorry for interrupting you. Please, I know that you can speak to tomorrow, but we must respect that time. Please, we have speakers. Okay, please.
Okay, this is my conclusion. We must speed up gender equality and give more power to men, especially in economic decision making, increase knowledge for women, and reduce gender segregation. Thank you for your attention and sorry for breaking the time.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was lovely hearing you and a nice presentation, and the way you presented all stats regarding the inequalities in various countries, various continents, and how we can deal with it. And the various, the deep study that you have actually done, the good homework that we say that, you know, all about the stats, the knowledge, information that you just shared. It was great to hear from you. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I know Dr. Nada is really happy with the fact that someone from her country joined in. And sorry that I could not pronounce her name right. So moving ahead with the flow of the program all over again. So we have someone again from India. So it is Dr. Jacqueline Mahadik. She is principal cum academic director, English and technology trainer at EduSmart Digital School, Thane, Maharashtra. She is a PhD, BCom, MCom, and whatnot. And I must tell you, she's a great personality to be amongst with. She has been awarded with Best Innovative School in 2018, Maharashtra Bravery Award from Oxford EduServe, Nalana Award from IDYMF, and many more. She also has received the Best Teacher Award of Dr. Radha Krishna in 2020. So you must know that what kind of personality she is. She also has in her store the achievements such as Maharashtra State Secretary of AIPA, Brand Ambassador of Maharashtra State of IDYMF, HR Manager of India of IDYMF, and whatnot. So with this overwhelming introduction, I wish to invite Dr. Jacqueline Mahadik from India to kindly share her beautiful and lovely insights with all of us on this SDG 10, reduced inequalities. Ma'am, please, over to you.
Good evening, Prachi. Good evening, all the esteemed leaders. Thank you, Prachi, for a lovely introduction of mine. Can I share my screen, please?
Sure.
Yes, you can. It's open to you.
My screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's perfectly okay.
A robust good evening with gratitude to all the eminent personalities. It's an honor for me to share this dais with you all. I am Dr. Jacqueline Mahadik from India, a passionate educator with 20 years of experience in teaching industry, an international speaker, blog writer, author, social activist. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Mr. Piyush Pandit and Ms. Nara ma'am for giving me this wonderful opportunity to connect and share my views and learning with the community. I would start with a quote from Pope Francis. Jesus tells us that what the protocol is on which we will be judged. It is the one we read in the chapter 25 of Matthew's Gospel. I was hungry, I was thirsty, I was in prison, I was sick, I was naked, and you helped me, clothed me, visited me, took care of me. Whenever we do this, one of our brothers, we do this for Jesus. caring for our neighbor, for those who are poor, who suffer in the body and soul, for those who are in need. This is the touchstone. We are concerned citizens and we want to make differences in reduce inequalities. We cannot achieve subsistence goal if we exclude any part of the world population. Inequality is based on income, sex, race, disability, sexual orientation, class, ethnicity, religion, age, and opportunities continue to persist all across the world within and among the countries. We cannot achieve substantial development goals and make the planet better if all the people are excluded from the service, opportunities, chance for the better life. What is inequality? It's the lack of inequality and fair treatment in sharing of wealth or opportunities. Did you know that the children of the poorest country, 20% of the population are up to 3 times more likely to die before the 5th birthday? The real scale of this problem is inequality arms growth and poverty education. Income equality cannot reduce unless the inequality of opportunity is addressed. Persons with disabilities up to 5 times are more likely to incur huge health expenditures. 90% of those who die in the accidents are from the developing countries. The richest earn up to 40% of the total global income. The poorest 10% earn only between 2 to 4% of the total global income. If everyone does a little bit, we can change the world into a better place for all. How can the world solve it? By progressively achieve and sustain income growth of the bottom 40% of the population at the rate higher than the natural average. Empower and promote the social, economic, and political inclusion of all, irrespective of their age, race, ethnicity, sex, disability, origin, religion, economic, and all other status. Implement the principle of special differential treatment for developing countries. Encourage official development assistance and financial flows. Adopt policies, especially fixed wage and social protection policies. What can we do? Buy fair trade food at least once a week. Push for equal pay for subsidized similar jobs. Invest in finance and technology for developing countries to reduce inequalities. Support campaigns for equal access to the land, clean water, and sanitation to all. Write to local and political to push up actions. Share the facts to the families and friends to encourage actions. Do you want to live in the world of equal opportunities? You can make a difference. Follow a golden rule. Do unto others as you have others do unto you. Reducing inequality needs transformative change and great efforts. We can achieve equality for everyone in this world if we all work together. It can be and ensure a life of dignity for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. What a lovely presentation, and the way you touched upon the basic things that we can do on a ground level to, achieve this goal of reducing, I would rather say eliminating inequality from the world. So thank you for sharing your great insights with us. We are privileged and obliged to have you here. Thank you so much. And now we would be going forward with the flow of program and yet again welcoming another speaker, another estimable speaker from India, Dr. Lopamudra Priyadarshini. She is a doctorate in social work from Commonwealth University, GM, CSR, Land and R&R Sustainability and Community Relations, and she's also associated with Hindalco Industries Limited. I'm so looking forward to hearing from you, ma'am. Over to you.
Hello everyone, very good evening and namaskar from India. My name is Dr. Lopamudra Priyadarshini. I'm a passionate corporate social responsibility and sustainable development professional. I here thank the organizers and the team, and my sincere regards to all my co-speakers here. And I hope and pray that you all are doing well and keeping safe during this pandemic time. My best wishes to all of you. I'm thankful again to the organizing committee for this wonderful opportunity and honor to be speaking in this prestigious first International Sustainable Development Goals Conference, ISDGC 2021. We are all conversing in a different world where sustainability is the greatest concern. Fundamentally, sustainable living is weaved across all these 17 SDGs which we have. Globally, we are having similar dialogues to unite, join hands, and drive transformations together. I strongly advocate reducing inequalities and ensuring no one is left behind are integral to achieving the sustainable developmental goals. I strongly emphasize that in order to reduce inequality and promote sustainable living, we must focus on these 10 areas. Those are reduce inequalities are the income and earning levels, empower and promote the social, economic, and political inclusion of all, irrespective of sex, race, or ethnicity. And we also have to ensure equal opportunities across genders, maybe male, female, transgenders as well. Adopt policies, especially fiscal, wage, and social protection policies, and progressively achieve greater equality. Improve the regulations and monitoring of global financial markets and institutions, and strengthen the implementation of such regulations. And during this tough time of COVID-19, which has deepened existing inequalities, hitting the poorest and the most vulnerable community the hardest, it has put a spotlight on economic inequalities and fragile social safety nets that leave vulnerable communities to bear the brunt of the crisis. We in India, we have seen COVID-19 very closely, and the way it has hit our masses and communities in terms of inequalities, if we are focusing. So reducing inequality is one of 17 global goals that make up the 2030 agenda for sustainable development. An integrated approach is crucial for progress across the multiple goals. So when we are focusing on this particular goal 10, we must not forget that at all times, we have to keep in mind that whatever we are doing, all these 17 goals are intertwined among themselves. And this is our focus today. And we believe if we work together, we can certainly achieve this goal of reducing inequality. Thank you. And that will be my take on this topic.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was, again, lovely hearing you. And I must say that, as one of the speakers had said, that I am the youngest over here. So being the youngest, it is such a, privilege to be a part of this event wherein all such estimable personalities are sharing their thoughts on this great topic of the day. And thank you, ma'am, for sharing your insights and the suggestions, the solutions that you touched upon. I guess if we all care about them and we actually put them into practice, then of course this world would be a very much better place.
Thank you, Prachi. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So now moving ahead with the event, I am so looking forward to the other speakers as well. And the next one, we are having a speaker from joining us all the way from United Kingdom. So we have HE Ambassador Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas from UK. She is BA in Business and Management, and she is here as an honorable speaker of the day, and we would be looking forward to her great insights. Ma'am, please.
Hello. Sorry, I'm sorry I couldn't join earlier on because I'm still in the church. I just came out quickly to contribute to this because I didn't know we have a big service today. But just to contribute, thank you very much for inviting me once again. Our wonderful president and our board of directors, the co-founders, and also the great organizer of this SDG. Wow. For almost few days, we've been talking, we've been sharing, we've been speaking, we've been opening our heart because we want a change. And this is the time for change. This is the time for us to progress. We are talking about inequality again. How can we tackle it? I've actually tapped because I thought my reception will not be okay. So I've typed something about, let me just quickly say, to tackle it is for us to understand ourselves, understand our differences, understand that we cannot be equal, but we can do things and we can treat ourselves equally. Understand that we all has a purpose on earth. We have a purpose and every one of us has something to do to participate and also to be part of what is going on. When we talk of equality, we are talking of respect. We need to respect ourselves as a woman, as a man, as children, the youth. This is time that we need to raise our level of respect. Gone are those days when we will say that certain parts of gender are not supposed to be in the society, or they're not supposed to speak out, or they're not supposed to contribute. But now we need to respect and embrace it, to know that we are all together in this progress. We are all together if we want to develop. We are all together if we want to eradicate all these walls, all this abuse, all this violence. We are all together to work together. I won't spend much time, but I will say something that speaking is something. Taking action is another thing. We've spent more than 10 days as well to speak about these different kinds of things to sustain our development. But my brothers and sisters, my honorables, my excellence, when we leave this place today, let's be ready to work together. Let's be ready to promote peace. Let's be ready to work together. It's not a work for any other person, it's for every one of us sitting and looking at your beautiful faces. We can do it. IIU just established this platform for us to learn. And I believe we've learned a lot. I believe that they've raised the awareness of this, all these topics that we have spoken about. It is now time for action. And I want to believe that we are all ready. We are ready to take action. And another thing is unity. We need to work together. When we work together, then things will be changed. When we work together, then we can progress. When we work together, then we can promote the sustainable development. And we can work and it can be possible. Yes, it is possible. When we all individual make a choice that yes, it depends on us individuals to do it. It depends on individuals. We are not waiting, like President Obama said, we are not waiting for anybody else to do the job. We are not ready for anybody else to make a change. We are not waiting for anybody else or somewhere else. We are. So until we have that understanding that me and you, all our excellency here, our honorables, we are all to take the responsibility of these goals. To meet these goals, it's in our hands and we can do it. Yes, we can. Yes, we can do it. And yes, we can meet these goals and create peace for ourselves and promote great humanity for others. Not only for us, for our children and for all the generations to come. Let's make the world a better place. I believe, and I believe you can join me to say, yes, we believe, and we can do it. Togetherness, yes, we can. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And we are definitely privileged to have heard from you. And the whole thing about togetherness is what the essence of all the SDGs is about. And it's not that the SDGs belong to any one single country or a community. It belongs to the world. And that is why we all are sharing this platform wherein we from all the corners of the world are knitted together for this achievement of the sustainable development goals through the platform of IIU and Iiu-Isdgc conference. So togetherness is the key, and if we stay united and we walk hand in hand, we can definitely walk a mile and much more. So thank you so much, ma'am. It was lovely hearing from you. And before we move on, I wish to tell you something really great. I wish to share with everyone. So I'd like to share a few insights about the Golden Book of Earth. Respected educators and friends, Golden Book of the Earth will comprise the research, innovations, experience, stories, articles by the 101 great educators who have inspired the world. And as ma'am had just mentioned that, if we believe, yes, we believe, and that is what is mentioned in this book. So it will be the Wikipedia of knowledge. In these tough times of pandemic, educators all over the globe are putting in their best to provide education to every learner, despite various hurdles posed by this grave pandemic. It is the first golden book on the earth describing the expressions of the educators, which will make the history, will be published by International PR and Research Publishing House, IIU UK. It's a great opportunity for each one in the sector of education, the educators, principals, teachers, edu-learners to express themselves. Be the change that you wish to see in the world by sending your nomination. Just grab the opportunity by being one of the 101 great educators who have inspired the world. The last day of the submission is 20th September 2021. And just to tell you that the decision of the review committee will be final and irrevocable. And the details of the same would be shared with you pretty soon. So now I would like to share a short video giving you all an insight about the courses offered by IIU. I'm sure that being a part of this grand conference of International Internship University, you might have a dilemma on the courses offered by the same. And the video will also talk about the MOOC technology that is used for the same. So can we have the video, please? Technical team, kindly look up the same.
What is education? Books? Classes? Teachers? Schools? No. Education is not that. It's beyond this. Education is a term that we have grown up listening to since we were kids. Right from the beginning of childhood till this very moment, we have been surrounded by education and its need and importance. A luxury for the rich. A necessity for the bread earner. A dream for the underprivileged. An aspiration for the suppressed. A distant reality for the inaccessible. The primary objective of education is to impart knowledge. Education also has its fair share in building the thinking capacity of people's minds. Hence, education supplies people with knowledge and facts and also encourages them to integrate that acquired knowledge into practical and professional lives via necessary training. Education, thus, also plays a primary role in supporting the economic, social and cultural sector of a country. It's a way to change the future today. The current education system can make people easy to lead, but difficult to drive, is either all academic, all physical, all virtual or all costly. Also, it makes easy to govern, but impossible to enslave. We cannot win over the future by sabotaging our present with extreme disparity. IIU takes great pride in saying that we're bridging the gaps in education system. We're not just academicians, but also practically oriented. We're not just limited to virtual classes, but also physical exposure. We do not dig a hole in the pockets of the students and their families. We're everything that traditional education hasn't been. IIU has already implemented and promoting the MOOCs technology. When we talk about MOOCs technology, it stands for Massive, Open, Online Courses. The word massive is to be understood in the sense that 100,000 learners or more at the same time have open and equal opportunities to attend these courses. MOOCs are truly a tremendous technological leap, and what makes them so attractive is that they don't imply any cost to learners. IIU has tied up with more than 100 universities to provide more than 10,000 courses to the students, free of cost, with the help of MOOCs technology. We're a revolution in the making, a wind of change. Education is much more charming and intriguing than the temptations of distractions unnecessary. Our education policymakers must look into the problem to make a better system, which is more practical, and provides hands-on learning to the students. Who are we? The International Internship University is a virtual university with state-of-the-art curriculum, real-life industry exposure, amazing student attention, learning-oriented resources, and most of all, a commitment to make the world a better place. Why do we exist? We exist to fulfill the necessity of the bread earner. We exist to help underprivileged achieve their dreams. We exist to fuel aspirations and accessibility. We exist to provide everyone the luxury of being capable of changing the world. We really do exist to ignite young minds and make them the torchbearers of tomorrow. For a better future. For the legacy of everyone who's left us. For the hope of everyone who's yet to come, and for the growth of everyone who walks this beautiful planet. We invite you to join our world-class educational team and platform with an altruistic dedication to creating the future. The change is so big that it would potentially impact millions across the world. Millions of children and youth around the world cannot wait any longer. Please join us in our effort to create the virtual learning generation of IIU. We're IIU, we're change. Welcome to our world, a new tomorrow.
Wow, such an insightful video about IIU, and I guess the effort and the magnificent use of this online world by IIU, International Internship University, to provide such a large number of courses. 10,000 around courses are available, and that too for free of cost for the young learners. So I guess we all must be privileged to be a part of IIU, maybe through this platform. But yes, if you're associated with it, we shall be proud in ourselves. So moving ahead, before anything else, as I said that, we don't wish to miss out on the opportunity to hear any of the other speakers. So if anyone by mistake from the technical team or our side is left, kindly raise your hand, the the emoji thing that is there in Zoom. So you can raise your hand through that particular feature, and we would love to hear your words. So now we all have that one teacher in our life with whom it feels like that all will be well, right? So whatever he or she says is engraved on stones for us, and unknowingly that one teacher makes difference in our life. That one teacher or one figure is that figure which leads to the new future of the country and leads the newer generation of leaders. IIU will soon be starting teacher accreditation courses, and you all can avail the opportunity to become a globally recognized teacher. Thus, all the great teachers present here today can represent their country on an international level. Global teachers will get 1 year training from IIU. The global teacher recognition not only leads to personality development, training of the teachers for international level skills development and sound knowledge of the technology used around the globe, but will also lead to viable earnings through all these developments. Other than this, I would like to share one more thing with you all today. Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan National Teacher Award 2021. Swarn Bharat Parivar is organizing a ceremony of honor for teachers, principals, and persons associated with educational institutions, literatures, social concerns at the national level, proposed as a virtual summit in New Delhi on September 5th and 6th on National Teachers' Day. Eminent educationists, literatures, and social personalities of the country will participate in this function. If any of you are eligible teachers, principals, and educational institutions, social workers, literatures for the above awards in the eyes of any great person, then please do send the following information. So we will be sharing the information for the registration on the chat section. The technical team would look after the same. So I just want to add to this that a great teacher always makes a great nation. Now moving forward, I would like to share a glimpse of accreditation video by IIU. So technical team, can we have the accreditation video of IIU?
Join us to make a difference in the orbits of education. We are the change. We are IIU. Are you a K-12 school offering a top-quality education? Are your students getting global exposure? Is experiential learning and innovation a part of your curriculum? Are your teachers internationally certified educators? Are you able to identify your learners' potential and expose them to compete globally? If the above questions do not sound optimist, then the clock has struck to get accredited and affiliated by IIU. You think of strategies, training, competitions, we offer it. You want to interact with an expert team of educators, we possess it. You want to be exposed to learning at a global platform? If yes, you have embarked at the right destination. IIU's International School Accreditation Board. Let's put some light over accreditation, what it is. Why do we need it? Simply put, accreditation is value. In today's challenging world, it is extremely important that institutes or schools be accredited and approved with the institutes, meet certain standards. Accreditation assures employers that the graduates of an accredited institute are ready to face challenges and rigors of the modern world. The students who graduate from accredited institutes and schools have access to enhanced opportunities and employment and global mobility. IIU accreditation affiliation has no bars for any boards like state boards, CBSE, ICSE, IGCSE, IB. IIU accreditation affiliation has created an arena for learners across the various countries and continents throughout the globe. What are you waiting for? Apply now. IIU's International School Accreditation Board.
Thank you so much, technical team, for this incredible video. And yet again, we are rejuvenated with everything about IIU. And yet again, I would say that we're also privileged to have been associated with IIU in any of the forms. So before anything else, we would like to take this honor to introduce to you all through a video about the person who is behind the vision of this whole education process that IIU began with. The sailor of this flagship of knowledge and excellence. Yes, I'm talking about Dr. Piyush Pandit. So technical team, can we have a video on Dr. Piyush Pandit so as well, so that our attendees are able to know about who this great personality is, with whose great efforts and tremendous efforts we today are able to share a platform to discuss such great grand topics with such great personalities amongst us. So can we have the video, please?
Piyush Pandit was born on 27th July 1987 in Pratapgarh, Uttar Pradesh, in a middle-class family. Piyush Pandit is that name who is recognized by his multiple work genres: an international social activist, award-winning social worker, serial entrepreneur, and founder of SBP Global. He has determined his destiny by having trust in him and Almighty God. Piyush Pandit is a diligent and passionate social worker committed to serve the humanity. Piyush Pandit has played a crucial role in crafting a team of volunteers and achieved global recognition as head of Swarna Bharat Parivar Trust, which span across more than 50 countries. He granted several live interviews and press conferences on rural development, access to justice, and the right to equality. Piyush is youth leader with extensive social work experience, political activism, and stellar entrepreneurial achievements. When you think of social work and changing the world by improving human experiences, Piyush Pandit comes to mind. He is proactively mentoring other social activists to encourage social activism and entrepreneurship around the world. He is working fiercely towards achieving United Nations Sustainable Goals in India and over the globe. Under the flawless leadership of Piyush Pandit, Swarna Bharat Parivar Trust was established. The organization strives to place the humanity at forefront and bringing back the human warmth which has lost due to busy modern life. They are fighting to ensure ending poverty, unemployment, and making society better for all. Rural India has been a focal point of Piyush, which gave birth to Help India Health Foundation. The social work continues, and the e-village was established in 2012 to reinforce India's roots in villages and villagers. At the crux of Piyush's work is the youth. He believes that youth empowerment is closely aligned with social service. Piyush is the CEO of Piyush Group. The organization covers several industries, including renewable energy, logistics, real estate, and so on. Piyush Pandit has succeeded in scaling the growth of these organizations, and his work has taken them to the multinational level. Piyush is able to form and sustain positive relationship with people. He has received a plethora of awards and recognitions in 2018 with India's Great Leader Award, India Star Book of Records in 2019, GTF World Summit Bangkok 2019, Volunteer Hero, Abad Samman Samaro, Blood Donation Award, Environmental Sentinel Award, Yuva Gaurav Samman, and Literature Confluence Award, Piyush Pandit believes in the philosophy of growing together. His slogan is, "Let's grow together and create tomorrow's entrepreneur." He has the vision to create a society that is based on freedom, equality, solidarity, diversity, and fairness.
Wow, such an eminent personality to be working under the same. And as the video mentioned, that his vision, his slogan is that we should grow together. And that is what the crux and the basis of this whole conference was, that, you know, we are gathering together, and we are moving ahead with the vision of reducing inequality together, hand in hand, creating a vision and solution for the problems that the world faces. And it was again lovely hearing everyone, and I myself felt very rejuvenated and enlightened as the moderator of the day. And as good things always come to an end, and since gratitude is all about here about the things we are here today. So with this, I wish to invite Dr. Satnam Doishikar, co-founder of IIU UK, to kindly pass the vote of thanks on behalf of the team.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Prachi. Yeah, hi there. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
hi.
sir.
We hear someone. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
It's a pleasure that I need to input one or two things before the vote of thanks.
Sure.
Although Nigeria is having problem here, but in spite of that, I know the problem will soon be over. Just like we have been saying about inequality. Inequality cannot be reduced. The only cannot be actually be completely reduced. Hello? Wow.
Yes, sir, we are listening to you. Please.
We hear you, Professor Charles. We can hear you. Are you still there?
Sorry,
I think we lost him. Prachi, we have a video from Nigeria, but I send it to you and send it to the office, but could you upload him?
Sure. Can the technical team kindly present the video from the speaker who was trying to connect with us from the very beginning? Kindly stay connected. We're just trying to present the video of the sir who was trying to get connected with us from the very beginning, and unfortunately we could not connect with him due to the network issues. So can we have...
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak on Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 10, reducing inequality.
I can't download it.
And we can hear, at least we can hear, so the insights would be clear even if the video is not there.
Yes, I can put only the voice, so it's not necessary. There are no pictures. We will not only see him. Okay.
No problem. We can hear him.
Okay. Okay. Did you hear the video now?
Yes. But
okay. Okay. I will put it on the lowest. so we can hear him.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to speak on Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 10, reducing inequality. The aim of Sustainable Development Goals is to reduce by 2030 inequalities based on the income, age, disability, sexual orientation, race, class, ethnicity, religion, and opportunity. Reducing these social and economic inequality within and among the country is not only key to ensure that no one is left behind. It is also a necessary condition for sustainable poverty reduction and social cohesion. Inequality is a major obstacle to sustainable economic growth. Unlike poverty, a characteristic that can be defined at the individual level. Inequality is a relational concept that refers to difference between the individual or group and cover various dimensions. Economic inequality mainly refers to difference in economic outcome, such as income, consumption, or wealth. Another one, social inequality, refers to difference in social outcome, such as education or employment, or to difference in social status or position. Social and economic inequality are strongly connected. The concept of political inequality refers to unequal influence over decisions made by political body and unequal outcomes of those decisions. It's closely related to difference in distribution of political resources, which can lead to exclusion of particular group from participating in political process. Economic inequality, environmental inequality is used to indicate unequal distribution of environmental risks and hazard and unequitable access to natural resources and other ecosystems. All these forms of inequality can be measured both within and between the group, within and among the countries. We have vertical inequality. We have horizontal inequality. When you are talking about the vertical inequality, it refers to the difference between the individual or household within a particular country or region, or in the world as a whole. All these things I can say on sustainable development goals, reducing inequality. By reducing unemployment, by reducing the abject poverty in our environment. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak on Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 10. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nada ma'am, for sharing his insights with all of us. Due to certain network issues from the very beginning, he could not connect with us. He is from Nigeria, and he really wanted to share his insights, and credits to the great technology that we are with today, that we were able to share, see and hear his insights. So thank you, sir, for joining us. We would love to see you live maybe next time. But thank you for being there. Okay. So I guess Sir has joined us. So thank you, Sir. We just heard your words. Thank you. And now we would be moving ahead with the flow of the program, and we would like to, sadly end the conference. Dr. Satnam Doishikar, again, I would like to invite you for the vote of thanks on behalf of the team. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Prachi. I'm not too sure if Professor Charles is still around and he wanted to speak, I guess. I'm not too sure if you can still hear him. Professor Charles, if you're there, are you there? If you can still hear us?
We lose him.
Maybe we lost him. Maybe we lost him. I didn't want him to think we didn't hear him. Okay, anyway. Thank you, Prachi. Thank you very much. I hear you're the youngest. So you're the youngest IIU team leader, are you? So you're doing a fabulous job and we really like it, honestly. Nada, as usual, you're leading the entire series, the entire summit, and it's been so wonderful. We're nearly on the 11th, 12th day, and come on, the amount of wealth we've collected in terms of knowledge, in terms of sustainable development knowledge, in terms of bringing all the keynote speakers from all over the world on one platform. Come on, hats off to IIU on behalf of our trustee Roshni Lalji and on behalf of our co-founders, our president, Dr. Piyush Pandit, Mona Anglius, Stephen, our board of directors, Pratibha Ji, our Prachi Gaur, and our head of sustainability, Kalyani Ji, and all the other eminent staff, members, all the key dignitaries. I'm so overwhelmed today. When I look at how quickly, IIU has just thrived up, and how quickly it's spreading. I don't want to say the word, but it is spreading like fire, which is a good thing. In only one way, it is a good thing, because we need to get to wherever we can to empower her wherever. Like I said yesterday, I had this opportunity to introduce it to IIU, and the way people were so excited to hear about all we were doing, and they couldn't believe it, that there is a virtual university now that is trying to get to more than 195 countries, and the goals and the kind of work we're doing. It was very inspirational. So thank you, each one of you working behind the scenes. I see it with my own eyes. It is not an easy job, but everyone is making it together. So all I can say is my deep appreciation to each one of you for making it possible. So we're bringing this quality education, we're making it available and accessible to every part of the world, which is our dream. And at one point to bring it at no cost. I think that is the dream that we're all striving on, and that is the dream that we want to conquer. So thank you once again, like I said. Congratulations for this Women Empowerment Council that we created, more than 200 members in 2 days. All the objectives are coming out. I think the government in UAE, we've spoken to some officials yesterday in terms of education, and then we started initiation with this, I think some talks with UN Council as well. So we're looking into a very bright future. So thank you, my team leaders, my IIU team leaders. Thank you one more time for making this whole dream into reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would say that a dream is still left to be to become a reality, and that is to reduce the inequalities. That was the main crux of the whole event today. But with united efforts and such efforts like this one conference by IIU, we can definitely turn every dream of ours into reality. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Nada ma'am, if you allow, we can end the session and everyone can drop off the call.
Yes, there are no speakers, and we can finish it.
So thank you so much, everyone, yet again for joining us. We would love to see your enthusiastic participation in our future endeavors as well. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.